And how would you describe your relationship with Trayvon Martin growing up? Were y'all close or what?
Yes, we were very close.
Despite the 4 years age difference, did the two of you, you and Trayvon Martin, do things together when you were growing up?
Yes.
Let me turn your attention to Sunday, February 26th. Were you aware that Trayvon Martin was with his father, Tracy Martin, in Sanford, Florida that day?
Yes.
Did you go to Sanford that weekend?
No.
At some point, were you notified that Trayvon had been killed in Sanford?
Yes.
And when were you told?
Monday.
Since your brother's death, have you had an opportunity to hear a tape that contains screaming and a gunshot?
Yes.
And do you recognize any voices on that tape?
Yes.
Whose voice do you recognize?
My brother.
Trayvon's?
Yes.
What parts of the recording do you recognize as your brother's voice?
The yelling and the screaming.
Had you ever heard Trayvon Martin yell or scream as the two of you were growing up?
I heard him yell, but not like that, but yes.
You actually were not as certain that it was your brother's voice when you first heard it, though, correct?
Correct.
Matter of fact, you had talked to a reporter about whose voice it may have been, correct?
Yes.
And you told that reporter, Gio Benitez, on March 31st of 2012, that you weren't sure, correct?
Yes.
You said that, honestly, I really haven't listened to it. I've heard it. I would think it was my brother, but I'm not completely positive. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
You'll have to answer out loud.
Yes.
And from having listened to it, it was your thought that it might be Trayvon, correct?
When we heard it in the mayor's office, how do I explain it? I guess I didn't want to believe that it was him. So that's why during that interview, I said I wasn't sure. I guess it was, listening to it was clouded by shock and denial and sadness. I didn't really want to believe that it was him.
Sure. You, the two of you didn't really hang out together, did you? You and Trayvon Martin?
Yes, but I mean, it depends what you're talking about.
Okay. You didn't have the same friends, correct?
No.
So that if you were to go out somewhere, you might go out and do something with your set of friends, and he would go out and do something with his set of friends.
Correct.
Certainly as brothers, I think you said you would do things together, whatever that might be, correct? But you didn't run in the same circles, did you?
No.
You didn't interact with him on Facebook?
Not really, no.
Nor on Twitter?
No.
But you did interact, of course, with your other friends and on those social media sites, correct?
Occasionally, yes.